Hello, good morning, and well, today I want to talk about a book that I already read years ago, and I read this book when I still in my home village at Natuna Islands. The book called The 11 Laws of Likeability. Well, in my opinion, it is a very interesting book, and it's very helpful too to motivate us meet new friends that probably to expand our relationship. But before um, I talk much about this book, probably that I want to share something about my class lately and about my club, fan book club, which is very new and I feel exciting about it. But we postponed our meeting before our class kind of busy lately. They practice dancing, very traditional dancing from Aceh, Tari Saman. It's very popular, and I 100% believe that you already know about this dancing. Of course, we need to prioritize this activity more than the book club itself because I think the performance into GAR, if I'm not mistaken, is a kind of global English education fair festivals. The events very popular here in Paris, so it's kind of big events, and yeah, and we need to prepare very well. Even though I'm not the one of the dancer, but I need to support them, and many of my members really practice and they give their efforts to this. So we need to take aside our club, Fun Book Club, and we need to focus on with these events. So basically, they need to practice dance, and I also need to find what you say. It's because I'm part of the people would find the things that probably they need to dance. So basically, it is my job, and I want to accomplish the job. And with two my friends, and basically, we already met a person to hire, not to hire, but probably isn't appropriate word, but you if you get it that we lend some clothes and crafts and another decoration thing from people here in Paris, and of course we rent it for like a day, and then because we need this thing to to perform in the festival. Of course, I feel a little bit boring with this job because you know that I don't really enjoy that things, but because I got this task, so I need to finish it as good as possible. And yeah, it's very nice that I still make this video, even though yesterday I didn't make one, which is quite disappointed. Because I think that I want to make it continually, and then probably it make me better and to practice it more. I mean, we can't improve our English skill if we didn't practice every day. And I think it's the point to make this conversation, right? And yeah, about motivates, it's very interesting topic because you know that some people believe the book like this. I mean, the motivational book is very crucial, is substantial to them learn something new and motivate themselves to encourage them to experience the new things. But for another people, as far as I know, that some of my friends believe that this kind of book is useless. Useless. I mean that it doesn't help them at all. So they just didn't like the motivational book. So this is pros and cons from this. Um, I need to understand more about this, but I really believe it is very based on personal preference. If someone loved this book and they read it, and then they probably got many things from this book, and then apply the theory or the tricks or the experience from this book into their life, and they got many benefits from this book. And on the other hand, probably people think that it's very waste of time because the motivational book rarely improve our new skill. It just give us motivates, give us spirits to do something, and not that helpful when it compared to read a journal or probably news, which is a very make our understanding about our world and society better. And also it's a very great to to practice something new when we want to acquire some skills more better than we only motivates ourselves through the books. I think it's very reasonable. I mean, yeah, of course, that if we only motivate ourselves without doing actions, it's kind of useless though. And I but still, in my personal belief, the book like this, the motivational book, is very crucial. It's important because it helped me a lot to stay motivated because kind of person that it's easy to feel bored, and then after that I'm lost motivation. So this kind of book really brings me to the tracks to to do something new and to improve skill, whether in a language or another fields, which is quite happens so often. Well, what interesting from the book is it's the part. It's from there are three parts from the book. The first is before you make a conversation. The second, when the conversation, in the middle of the conversation, and the third, after the conversation. So basically, the 11 laws of likability is a book about how to start a conversation. So it's a book that leads you into find new friends or new relatives. I think the relatives is not an appropriate word. Meet new relations. I mean to connect with people new that to to expand your relationship. So it's bring more opportunity whether for your personal life or for your business or career or something like that. And the first, the author suggests that when we want to start a conversation, it's very noticeable to become authentic. I mean that we must feel comfortable to ourselves. I mean, just being ourselves, and then we can start the conversations slowly and done naturally. With good intention that we want to make a relationship. I think it's a very basic knowledge, and but still sometimes we just forget it. So instead of become ourselves, we try to mimic someone else, and because we just feel uncomfortable become ourselves. And I think it's very important suggestion from the author to become authentic, even though we feel afraid that when we show our true self, that many people will be disappointed and they feels that we not a good enough, we're not good a person. I mean, not the attitude. I mean, it's very good to give a good attitude to someone. I mean, but it's very important to be honest with yourself or with people around you. So I mean that when we make a connection with someone, so basically it's very important to give the true information about ourselves, and also not too much talk about our skill, like we want to show up something because we feel insecure about what the things that we already achieved. And after that, it's law of self-image. I think it's very relate to authenticity, because when we have a good image to ourselves, so basically it's more easy for us to become more authentic, to become true about ourselves to other people. So I mean, it's very crucial to feel comfortable to ourselves. And then also the law of perception is very important. If the authenticity and self-image must focus on ourselves, but perception, I think, is we need to immerse ourselves into our surrounding and the people in front of us, as someone who we want to make a connections with. It's very interesting. I mean, when we look at someone, we try to uh, give a perceptions about this one, and from first glance, we already make a prejudice whether that someone we meet is a good person or probably is have a bad attitude, and we are really easy to make this prejudice. And I think it's very important to when we make it prejudice that we need to understand that it's kind of impossible to have a knowledge about persons only in one glance. So basically, we need to make more effort and needs more time to understand these people. Probably we can start it from the conversation and probably share a story each other. So I think it's very helpful to make us less prejudiced about it. And yeah, I think I didn't it's very hard to distinguish whether you are have this positive thinking to anyone or you just feel naive. But I think it's great if you feel that someone is good, even though it sounds very naive. But I think it's still great because when you feel that way, so basically that you give a positive vibe to this person, and then this vibe probably back to you, and that's it. And then, yeah, the law of energy. It is exactly what I said before. So basically, if you think that someone very positive, and then the positive energy also come back to you, and this is, I think, very beneficial to start healthy conversation with the person that you want to make relationship with. And what happened next is when you make in the middle of the conversation. So basically, after you break the ice, and then you already know each other name, and then you start a conversation, and then probably when in the business term you are start to talk in the business that there are some points that the author make. First, that the law of curiosity. So make yourself become curious about this person, because I think in my experience, so basically that most people really enjoy to share some part of their life. I mean, when asking that someone and they share that thing more than what I ask. I think it's part of the people to share their life, and that to make people understand about their view and their understanding and their knowledge and their background and probably their achievement and something like that. And yeah, I think I'm kind of a curious person. I think this is the positive thing about me, that when make a conversation that I really become a good listener in my point of view, that I'm really enjoy to listen to people's story, even though there's something it feels bored, but most of the time I feel interesting. And I don't know, because probably is really related to my background that I like to write. So basically, I want to understand more about someone's feeling, about someone's points of view, about how people minds works, and about their experience. So because it can aid my knowledge, and then I can use this knowledge to my writing. So basically, it's very beneficial to me. And then the law of listening. So basically, this is what I said before. Listening is very important, because you know that we like to talk very much, but it's very challenging to listen someone. And I think it's very important to listen, even though sometimes we feel bored because there is not interesting to listen. I'm experiencing it a lot, but still I try to give my attention to the someone in front of me. And I think it's quite become more challenge these days because from the technology that's really immersed into our life. So we really depend on this kind of devices, and we must focus on ourselves into the screens, like roll into the social media, or probably we spend time talk with someone far distant through WhatsApp or Messenger, or take entertains or information from YouTube video, and then we ignore people that stay surround us. Probably these people want to make a conversations with us, and we just ignore them, and it's of course not something really appreciable, but it's common happens in our community right now, and I think it's very important to start understand that it's not that something good. We need to give more our self to listen someone when they try to speak. And the another thing, that the law of similarity, I think my father really used this suggestion, even though he never read this book. But when start to make a comparison, they try to find a similarity from the family backgrounds in my islands, because well, it's not only my father, but most of people from my islands. You know that in my islands there are no much no there are don't much people. So basically, they are very density, less density from here when compared from to here. And yeah, so basically, we still know each other, even though if we wasn't, we have still have relationship from our blood, kind of these things relatives, I mean, like the distance relatives. So when meet someone new, my father always ask this one, where he come from and about his father, grandfather, and then probably that they can't find a similarity from this background, because it happens many times. It works in my village. So basically, this is what our village usually do when meet someone new, to to find a similarity. And it's not only about the distance relative, and it's not about something related to blood, in my opinion, but we need to find like hobbies, or the things like works, or from probably that education backgrounds. And it is, I think, very important, because yeah, when makes a conversation that basically I hear, even though here, try to find a similarity with this person. And it's very nice to find that when we have a similar background or interest. And another thing that is the law of mood memory. Well, I'm already forget about it. So what exactly the law of the mood memory? But from my perception, is probably about our past memories. But I'm not really sure about it. Probably I need to read again this book. And the part three is after conversation, is the law of familiarity. It's very hard to distinguish between the law of familiarity and the law of similarity. So there's nothing that I can tell you about. And the second from the part C is the law of giving, and the last is the law of patience. I think it's a very important one. Make a relationship to be a giving person, not only take a benefits from this person. Because my father always said to me that if we make a friend, we only one person that feels benefits, so the friendship not really getting anywhere. It's not long lasting relationship. So basically, if we want to make our relationship become good and long term, so basically we should give each other benefits. I think it's kind of mutualism relationship, symbiotism of mutualism, if I'm not mistaken, it's from biology term, and probably if you are from this background, you understand much about it. And then the law of patience. So yeah, I'm not the most patient person I know, but I'm kind of the one, I guess, even though I have my limits. But yeah, I think we need to have a patience. But I think patience. But I think that we need to make it uh, more easy to understand about what the passion is. And I want to really enjoy this book, but I quite pessimistic that I will read it soon or in the near future, because there are another thing that I need to accomplish first. So basically, this is the book about the 11 laws of likability. It's very nice to share this contents with you, and even though I think that not really informative, because you know that I already forget most of them. It's easy for me to forget the contents from the books, but still I hope that it's really make me can improve my English skill, and then I can post it into the the YouTube channel, and which is the place that you listen and watch this video. And it's very nice to have the information to give this archive. What is, whether it's a worse way, I don't know whether it's the right thing, the right way to pronunciation the archive. But still, the YouTube is very beneficial to us, to give us a space to that to storage our archive like this. So after 10 years or probably more, still I can watch this video, and I don't need to store it into my phones, which is a very spends a lot of memory and make my phones not work very well. Well, this is all that I want to say, and probably that I start to doing something different, like exercise or start learning writing, because I still have an assignment to accomplish. And yeah, I think I want to say that good morning and nice to give this conversation with you.